What's going on? My name's Roman and welcome to Roman Rowe's Collectible Colosseum. On today's episode, we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Wendigo. So let's go ahead and take a look. Right away, you can see that one of the Build-A-Figure pieces I got has like glue. It's kind of like a dirty bicep, which is a little bit weird. But yeah, it's really interesting. But no, I absolutely love the look of this figure. It's one of the bigger Build-A-Figures that we've gotten from Marvel Legends. You know, typically that's what they do, but they have kind of moved towards smaller Build-A-Figures, especially more recently with the Demogoblin wave, which is fine. I had that Build-A-Figure, ended up trading it away for some other Legends that I really wanted, and was really happy with the deal as well. So, but yeah. Let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. Again, nothing new. This is the body used for Sasquatch. We do get a new head. It is a repaint, but you know what? It's just a drastic enough of a repaint for me to be a fan and to be on board. You see he's mostly white with hints of blue, and of course the mouth is a different color, has red with some really gross yellow teeth. He has red eyes and dark circles around the eyes. Again, same body as Sasquatch. This guy does have a tail, different head sculpt. But yeah, this is just different enough of a repaint, just drastic enough for me to want to get on board for this. So I'm pretty happy about this. Let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation. So from the ground up, looking at the foot, you see we do have our standard hinge joint right there, and we do get pivot out of it. So that's really nice. If you want to pose him with like a foot far out, you can just look at the foot flat on the ground. Looking at the knees, we have double jointed knees, which is really nice. The calf is kind of big, so you can't get too much out of it, but it's enough to like stagger his pose like that. So you can do something like that if you wanted to. So that's pretty cool. Putting the leg back and then looking at the upper thigh cut, which is really nice. I really appreciate that Marvel Legends has that. Goes out that far, kicks that far forward, which is almost 90, which is pretty good, and then does not kick back very far because of the limitation of this loincloth piece. So that's too bad. We do have movement at the waist, which I really do like. Again, really great articulation on this guy so far, and then a really nice joint there, except for that. That is extremely gappy. So maybe crunch him forward, but not backwards. He's taller, so maybe him running like that, trying to, you know, catch somebody or something like that. I think that looks pretty good. Looking at the hands, they are able to go all the way around. There is a hinge on them, but I can't really get them to work because of the sculpt, and I'm not trying to break these. You see right there, there's the hinge that runs through there. It's just really hard to get moving. And this one doesn't want to move like at all, so I'm not going to force it. But there is a hinge there. If you can get yours to work, that would be really cool. Single jointed elbows, but we do get just below 90 out of this, so I don't mind it. Again, there's my dirty bicep for some reason. We do get bicep swivel, which is really nice. The whole figure is really nice. I really like this thing. It's a unique look, and I think that I like this as like generic monster bad guy, even though it's not so generic. You can exorcist the head. Kind of, maybe. Has a tough time getting around right there, but the head does pop off because it's a Build-A-Figure. You see right there, there's what the cavity looks like. So it is much deeper on the back side, so maybe that's why it can't spin, because of that chin. But otherwise, pretty decent articulation out of the head. Goes down that far, looks up and straight ahead, turns that way, turns that way. So yeah, you can get the head in a lot of different poses, which is pretty cool. We got the tail. The tail does spin around, but it doesn't have any additional articulation. You see, it's one long sculpted piece. But this was a Build-A-Figure that I really wanted, and I'm super happy that I got it. It's just a standout figure in my collection, and it's pretty big. So to show you how big it is, we're going to compare it to Marvel Legends 2-pack Killmonger, which is, you know, a very standard size. Right there you can see the height difference. It's pretty substantial. Goes up to about the middle of his chest. So he's that much bigger. And of course the proportions are much, much larger comparing this arm to this arm. So not really a comparison in those proportions. But yeah, there's a height comparison between him and a standard Marvel Legends sized figure. I think he looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and compare him to 2-Pack Colossus, who's a little bit bigger. Still bigger than Colossus, but that would be a pretty cool photo. And then for another larger figure, let's go ahead and look at him next to the new Fantastic Four Thing. So I like this size differential. Then if we had Killmonger in with these guys, you can see the size difference between all three and how Wendigo stacks up. So yeah, Wendigo's a pretty big figure. I really do enjoy him. Again, the colors are not like anything I have in my collection. Just the all white, or the prominence of the white and the blue, is really nice. And the posability on this thing is fantastic. I love... Oh, leg popped off, but that's okay because it's a Build-A-Figure piece. And I honestly would rather have that than a figure that breaks. So you can put him in this like sprawling pose with like an arm like that and just kind of do it like that. So that's really cool. But yeah, I really do enjoy this figure, and if you can get your hands on all these pieces, it shouldn't be too expensive. I think this wave is rather affordable. I even seen some of the wave at Walmart on clearance for $11. That's new in package for Marvel Legend figure and Build-A-Figure piece.